What's up, guys? Another nighttime session here. Just trying to wind down before I get to bed here. Um, yeah, fuck. There's so much that's on my mind, so much that's just bothering me, frustrating me, bewildering me. It's like this deep and abiding sense of disconnection, of just being sort of separated from whatever it is that might make life feel something less than such a heavy burden. I don't know. It's like I've had this dream since I was young. This dream of love, and this dream of harmony and unity, and this dream that, the lower parts of me might sync up somehow with the higher parts of your dark and your light might conjoin into something whole and round. And I think that that's what the dream of love really amounts to at the end of the day. That there can be something stable and, uh, you know, congenial and social about the very drives that lay at the, the very drives that are the cause of our origins, and also the very drives that that can threaten us most with destruction. That somehow order can be brought to those things, and that somehow order and orderliness can be permeated by, the vitality that only those urges can bring to it. It seems like it's such an elusive thing. It's just like it has to remain an idea, an ideal for me to pursue, and when the opportunity presents itself for that accord to be made, for me to have an existing relationship and connection with with a girl or a woman that I'm attracted to, and for that relationship to yield to physical intimacy. It's like it never seems to want to go in that direction, and then from the other end, if I start with the physical part, the relationship doesn't ever happen. How do we merge this split? How do we mend this fundamental fault that so many people feel and know? I don't know. I mean, in this modern era, we seem to be content to just fly from one potential suitor to the next, and people have written off the possibility of monogamy, or who prefer to be polyamorous, and there's just all these stupid ways of describing and confining and just narrowly circumscribing what it is and what it means to love. And I think love is too bold for all that. Even to call yourself polyamorous, it's as stupid as as putting your foot down and saying, I'm only ever monogamous and I only ever will be. It's just, you know, I was talking to this girl, was a friend of mine from local college the other day, and you know, she's talking about how she's got like 5 dates lined up for the next 2 weeks. And I'm like, do you intend on like sleeping with any of these people? No, I don't do that anymore. But she's a really smart girl. But I don't know. I mean, she's just there's no real like physical attraction there for me, but her whole thing is just, I don't know. It's like she imagines that she's making a choice when, you know, to me it's just so plain that she's acting like, you know, most girls in this time do, and that's, you know, she's basically just being an attention whore. Okay, cool. You know, to me it seems like, you know, it's pretty much a royal waste of time, and you're basically leading people on if you want to sort of flirt with the notion of being close to them, being intimate with them, and then, you know, never let it get to that point. And I think that that's how, you know, this girl who tried to make me hers felt ultimately at the end of the day, was that I was just wasting her time and just acting like a little girl with her, basically. Which was strange for her, I'm sure, because she's like, wait a minute, I treat the guys that I don't really like this. What's this guy doing? And, you know, sort of acting out the role that I'm used to, and that's, or defending myself against what usually comes, which is, you know, rejection, which is, you know, being played for, you know, my emotions, my attention, whatever. Wasn't really open to the possibility that she had something real to offer. But in any case, you know, so this other girl, you know, a friend of mine, talking to her, she's like, oh, well, you know, monogamy is just a choice, and just so, like, first of all, it's not monogamy versus polyamory if you're not touching or feeling or kissing or hugging or otherwise being, you know, not just hugging, but it has to go a step beyond that, let's just say, for it to be monogamy or polyamory. Second of all, those categories and concepts are just dumb. It's, why not just call it love and just accept that it takes all kinds of forms, whether exclusive, non-exclusive, with multiple people, with a single person, with one person who you like more than others. It's just like this urge to sort of classify and define oneself and one's limits and one's, you know, the sort of, I don't know, it's like we all want to be something in someone else's eyes, and I think that sort of takes precedence over, you know, following your inclinations and your best instincts and feelings in these sorts of situations. You know, like a lot of guys and girls will frown on the fact that, you know, for instance, I've been in more than one situation, more than a few situations where, you know, I've shared a girl with another guy, and to me, you know, what makes that gross or not is not the mere fact of it, right? What makes it so interesting is the way in which it can be both a vehicle for exposing, especially on the part of a guy, his tendency towards being jealous and controlling. And, you know, I think on my part, it's been a great way for me to learn about the extent to which I'm capable of sort of sublimating those feelings and sort of permitting, you know, someone else to enjoy something that I've furnished and provided. On the other hand, uh, it's also been a vehicle for me to realize the extent to which I'm like I'm the antithesis, or you know, when I'm really I think at my most authentic, I let go of control entirely in these situations, and you know, everybody can just act fluidly and naturally, and you know, that's the ideal, and it always gets hung up on something, but you know, it's always a negotiation, and you know, I think those sort of encounters have been really um, fruitful for me to the extent to which I can realize exactly how I don't want to be as a guy, you know, when dealing with girls, and on the other hand, to the extent to which you know, it's important for me to sort of assert myself inside of uh, you know, those situations. Um, so there's a really delicate balance that I think those kinds of encounters have been so helpful for me to learn about. Um, but you know, I think one of these days I might find a cool guy, really cool guy, who I can share girls with and not feel like, you know, we're rarely hitting snags, or if we are, we're totally communicative about it, and you know, we just kind of slip by it, and it's just laughable. It's just funny. It's not a source of consternation or frustration. Um, and I think that is a worthwhile goal, as much as establishing the ability to do something like that just with a girl on my own is also something that, you know, I want to be able to do. But that's, I don't know. I don't think it's that hard. I've been in enough situations where, you know, uh, you can just sort of let things go and let things happen naturally, and you know, take control as a guy, and also sort of, you know, give it up, um, and not have it not be some huge issue. Um, yeah, all a bunch of complex stuff, but stuff that I feel like my life has been so impoverished for not having been able to explore early on. Uh, yeah, it's like, you know, I feel like I was robbed of so much of this when I was younger, given how strict and stringent my, you know, my upbringing was, you know, religiously speaking. But, you know, I don't know. There's plenty of life more to live, I suppose, and plenty more territory to explore, and more to learn about myself, more to experience. I guess we'll see how it all goes. So it's about 10:40. I've been procrastinating, putting myself to bed, which I think is really foolish because I'm still a little sick and I have to work tomorrow. I have to be up at 6 a.m. So I should probably stop this now. Um, Interesting how when I talk in this sort of uninhibited twilight state, uh, it seems like material that's a lot richer starts to come out. So um, hopefully that was interesting, and yeah, see you guys next time.